you basically grew up in a house with Toto, Mr. Toto, and his ex-wife. Am I right?
Well, I was born in Rome.
Okay.
So for the first 20-something years of my life, we did not live together because he was living in Milan, where I am right now.
Yes.
But then for the university, I moved to Milan, and we were living very close to each other, less than a kilometer, but I had my own house. So I never really lived with him within the same house. But I mean, when I came to Milan, we hang out a lot, and we were meeting in his recording studio, and of course I was visiting him. Yeah.
So his relationship with Christina, your mother, was good all this time?
Yeah, they, you know, having me as their own son, it was a way for them to keep talking and have a parent relationship. So I was very lucky. I am very lucky to, you know, to have had this life where my parents would actually have a good relationship, you know.
So your relationship with his ex-wife, it's good right now? You are talking, you are taking care of each other?
Yeah, of course. I always had a good relationship with Carla, the wife or ex-wife of my father.
Yes.
And we love each other. I mean, it's family for me. So of course we have a good relationship.
What is the greatest advice your father told you, if you can tell me, please?
Yeah. You know, my father was a very generous and humble person. So what I really liked about him is that he was always very kind with people, especially people that had, you know, like normal jobs and everyday people. I never saw my father, like, for example, when he was having concerts and traveling around, he was always kind with the people, like the technicians or the people who, you know, bring the luggages in the room. So this is something I always appreciated, the fact that he never forgot that he came from nothing, from a very poor family, and regardless of the success, he was always very kind with these kind of people, and so I think this is something that is a big lesson, especially in the world of today, where you know, we tend to glorify success, and I think I'm in the same vibe of my father. I try to be as humble as I can, and just remember that I'm just a person. So there's no need of acting like a superstar or something like this. I think this behavior makes people feel very lonely.
Have you felt lonely about this, about your situation, about getting the name of Cutugno?
Yes. More than lonely, it's a matter of not being accepted from the people around you, because you always have the feeling that people think because your father is a famous person or has money and this kind of stuff, that you are not like them, and that you don't understand the normal things of life, which is not true, because at the end of the day, you know, I don't think that having fame or money can solve your psychological problems, or of course it makes life easier on certain aspects.
Yeah.
Like you can travel, you can buy clothes, but this doesn't make you happy or satisfied with your life, you know. It's just accessories. So I think it was much harder for me when I was a kid, because, you know, kids can be very cruel.
Yes.
Not cruel, but I mean, like, their parents. I remember when I was going to school, some of the kids wanted to hang out with me or to come to my house or whatever, because they were hoping to meet my father. And basically, I think it was the parents of these kids that would say, hey, go to Niko because his father is famous and whatever. So yeah, probably when I was a kid I felt lonely because of this, but then as life goes on, I learned better and better how to stay with people that are authentic and that they don't really care who's your father, or, you know, how much money you have in the account,
in the bank account. Yes.
Yeah, or what car you drive. I mean, it's I think I am very lucky, but also I am very lucky because since I was a kid, you know, sometimes my father would go and do concerts and fly with private planes and you know, like having these nice cars and, you know, whatsoever. So as I was a kid, I learned right away what it means to be wealthy, to live like a luxurious life.
Mm-hmm.
And despite this money thing, I saw my father, you know, suffering for the disease, or, you know, like, you understand that even if you drive a Maserati, you can get cancer, you know, and nobody is going to save you just because you have money. So nowadays, especially on Instagram, you see that there is this
happiness all around.
Yeah, and fake happiness, showing off. You know, I have an expensive clock, a watch, or I drive a Mercedes or whatever. But then I know deep inside my heart that these things doesn't change your life on the profound level. So I was never in a hurry to, you know, become a millionaire, or, you know, showing off my properties or these kind of things, because as a kid I saw all these things, and in a way people think, yeah, but you're rich, you're the son of a famous person, why you talk? I talk because I know what it means to fly on a private jet and at the same time being depressed because you miss your father, or because you can't hug him every night, you know. So I think this was a very helpful lesson.